Hello there everybody, and welcome to this feature presentation on YouTube. I am King Mac, your hamburger pal. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger along with some delicious golden french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Also be sure to grab some hot buttery popcorn while you're at it as you enjoy this episode of TTBurger Game Reviews on YouTube.
Attention! Hut, hut, hut! That's how we do it! Welcome back everybody to TTBurger Game Reviews here on YouTube. General Tony here at your service again. We're teaming with more of the Iron Man franchise review, episode 258. And we are done with the World War franchise. Now we move on to a new Iron Man franchise here for episode 258, part 6 of 11 parts. And today we're going to take a look at the Iron Man Sarge franchise. Before we even get started here, I want to give a shout out to Freaking HD, Sub-Zero, MX Mac, along with Zeta Hyperlamnia, Brickosco Stateside, Griffin Puff, Megs, Black Healer, along with the homie RJ, Aquajira, Rockstar Pool 69, Red Hood Assassin, V-Rock Games, Desecody 22, and more and more and more and more and more. Also give a shout out to my buddy JJ Jaguar 89, who recently last month became a father to a baby girl, and so I give shout out to him and his wife, because I know they'll be good parents for sure. But we have a lot to talk about here for more Iron Man franchise here. Before we get started here for episode 258, part 6 of 11, let's dive into another Army Man style TTBurger recap, show y'all what you missed. And I took a look at Army Man World War Team Assault for the PlayStation, released in late 2001. I gave it a 1.5 out of 10. So it was a terrible game, yet I controlled both characters simultaneously. There was no story. It was boring. It felt more like a multiplayer game that had single player slapped into the last minute, and it was basically just Unreal Tournament meets Army Men. And that's basically what it was there. Game that should be avoided at all costs. But now we're gonna zoom ahead to the year 1999, year 2000, whatever system you had, to a new Iron Man franchise that was kind of like a start for a reboot of the franchise, or start or whatever it did. And we got it right here. This is Iron Man Sarge Hero, once again done by 3DO. Released first on September 28th, 1999, Nintendo 64. February 23rd, 2000, PlayStation. October 30th, 2000, Sega Dreamcast. December 15th, 2000, PC. Look at the PlayStation version, old version I had, and we're gonna get started here. After looking at 5 bad Iron Man games here that felt like the same meme over and over, we finally have a great Iron Man game that looks and plays great and sounds great and feels like a great game. It took us 5 parts of this episode to finally get to a good Iron Man game, and we are here now. Iron Man Sarge Hero introduced us to new characters that are likable, characters that have more personality that we've become familiar with for the rest of the series. This is what the Iron Man game should have been like in the first place. Do not get me wrong, this game is not perfect, but Iron Man Sarge Hero is a much better game than the previous 5 games for sure that we talked about. And I know Iron Man World War Team Assault and them came out after Sarge Hero, but the older I'm looking at them, this is what the game that we needed. Almost all the problems of Iron Man 3D and such are fixed in smoother gameplay, smoother controls, recast characters, great graphics, great style, and more. But let's talk about here, let's get started. Story! New story here this time, we play as Sergeant Hawk, aka Sarge. A new sergeant who's a part of the Bravo Company for the Green Army and the main protagonist. He's of course the sergeant under the orders of Colonel Happy Jack Grimm to stop the Tan Army and General Plastro, who's the leader of the Tan Army. Sarge is also joined by his Bravo Company buddies such as Rip, the Bazooka Man, Tough as Nails, Hoover, the Minesweeper, who is scared of everything, Dick, who's a machine gun who is a dumbass of Bravo Company, who sounds like Ralph from Animaniacs, Shrap, who is the mortar expert who always calls Sergeant Hawk dude when he tells Mason to not call me dude. And we have Scorch, who is the flamethrower motherfucker who loves to melt the Tan Army with his bubble instead of his flamethrower and stuff. And we cannot forget Vikki Grimm, Colonel Happy Jack Grimm's daughter, who is Sergeant Hawk's girlfriend / lover. Let's get back to the story here. The Tan Army attack. The Green Nation and the Bravo Company get separated during the attack, and Colonel Happy Jack Grimm calls Sarge Hawk and tells him, meet him at the bridge, and to find information gathered by a blue spy catcher, they learn that General Plastro and the Tan Army have created portals that lead to the real world from the plastic world to get weapons of mass destruction such as robots, firecrackers, rockets, and more to take over the Green Base and the Green Nation and stuff. Sergeant Hawk's objective is to rescue squad mates, destroy the portals, and stop Plastro and the Tan Army. The story is excellent, much better than the previous game stories. Like I mentioned, we have characters that are worth caring about, and their own variety of personalities and cool-ass villains such as General Plastro. The story is really good, it feels like a TV show as well. Very fucking cool there if you ask me. You have 3 different acts, which are about 15 missions or so that range from the plastic world, there's army bases, and the real world's like a garden, a sandbox, a bathroom, a kitchen, more and more, all packed in this one big fucking army men green story. Presentation, excellent graphics for Armament Sarge Hills, much better graphics too. The character models look detailed and better than before, even though they look a little blocky at times. We have some fluid animations from the characters and enemies that feel like plastic toys, soldiers fighting each other, not cardboard stiff cutouts and stuff. Even environments have detailed them, a big variety in them, such as we have both the plastic world and the real world, and we have the army bases and the real world environments such as the sandboxes, the garden, the kitchen, the living room, the Christmas settings too, right under the Christmas tree, the bathrooms and more. And I love the variety instead of the same old desert, alpine, snow area like in the last game. The cutscenes look excellent. They give you a feel that you're playing a game with toy soldiers, and the cutscenes aside from the frame rate 30 seconds, look at the cutscenes, they look excellent, and the cutscenes look good. Not the best, as the characters look a little blocky, like I mentioned earlier. The frame rate is smooth for the most part, even though there's some slowdowns there, but not that much. But the draw distance is not the best, just in a purple shadow from a faraway distance, and it does not look the best overall, but the graphics are improved and excellent. Sound is also a big step up in Armament Sarge Hills. The voice setting is top-notch and excellent. Jim Cummings is well-known voice actor for many people like Cat Dog and Taz and stuff like that. Voices all the main characters such as Sergeant Hawk and the squad mates along with Colonel Grimm and General Plastro and the Tan Army and stuff. This is pure talent here that one actor provides all the voices for the male character. Vikki Grimm, obviously, she is voiced by Susan Blu, who's also perfect for the game. Music's kick-ass rock music and army music combined all in one and fit really fucking nicely here as well. Even the weapon effects sound awesome. Only complaints explained about the sound is when Sarge gets hit, he makes this low-tone grunt sound, which sounds a little awkward to me. Another problem is that you can't hear Sarge's footsteps at all when he walks like that, but you can hear him jump though. Just small nitpicks though. Armament Sarge Hill's gameplay is excellent and improved gameplay. Armament Sarge Hills definitely fixed a lot of the frustrations from Armament 3D and Armament World War and 3DO Listen and gave us a fun game that we needed after the awful momentum games that I mentioned. Here we have a third-person shooter where we control Sergeant Hawk, and we go from each level completing Tetris to advance to the next level. Along the way, we have obstacles to get through, such as climbing walls, going through minefields with your minesweeper and stuff, and it's done much better than it was in the other games where it was so damn slow. And mounting tanks and stuff like that too, and the tanks still move like speedboats on water and stuff, and they sound like water heaters. You get stuck on objects and stuff, but it's still weak, but they're a little bit better than they did in the other games for sure. The tank controls are here once again, they work pretty well. Also, strafing is much better. You move faster when you strafe it, easier to avoid getting shot. Strafing is your best friend here and it'll help you in tough situations. You have a big variety of your M16, your sniper rifles, your M16 machine gun, your grenades, your flamethrower, your minesweeper, and your mortars, and more huge variety of weapons and obstacles what we're supposed to do for sure. And going to the real world levels makes the game more fun. Hell, simple stuff such as shooting your M16 is tons of fun. Anyway, they put up a good fight for sure and they will not back down and feel more balanced. One thing I like is with the health system is you see Sergeant Hawk's face change whenever he gets hit and stuff like that, which looks pretty funny and stuff for sure. Sure, like the back of the box short in multiplayer, but it's not in multiplayer. The gameplay of the game is somewhat short and it'll take you a few hours to beat. Not that you have multiplayer, but the multiplayer is not that great. Just head-to-head counter with a green Sergeant Hawk versus tan Sergeant Hawk, that's all you get from multiplayer. You can watch the cutscenes too, but all the cutscenes are unlocked from the beginning, and it could spoil server groups for some people there. And also don't checkpoint system once again, which is weird because how many games now there's still a checkpoint system. After you beat the game, you get outtakes, and the more playing get difficult, so you more you unlock. But still an amazing game overall despite the problems I have with it. We'll talk about the other versions here that I played here, in which I have played the N64 version. It is the worst version of the bunch. The bad controls and the bad formatting and stuff and the bad graphics, no voice acting, is not very good. PC version never played. Did the Dreamcast version, it's basically a better version than the N64 version with voice acting and stuff. But the PlayStation version is the best overall. So that's what I say there. Final thoughts, if you're looking for a good Armament game, Armament Sarge Hills, and that's not disappointing at all, especially the PlayStation version. That's my final thoughts are. Give it a 9 out of 10 because of the problems I have with it. So that's what I gotta say about there. Hut, that's what I gotta say about for episode 258 part 6 of 11. Stay tuned for episode 7, episode 258 part 7, we're gonna take a look at Armament Sarge Hills 2, the PlayStation 2 version, which is also released on the PlayStation, Game Boy Color, and Nintendo 64 and stuff like that. How does this game fare? With the final night, but all I can say is General 20 on the pizza. Have a great day, I salute you all, God bless you all.
Now I'm running up the game like a clinical.